Iskcon founder Acharya A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So let's again welcome our Krishna Fun School students who've been practicing for many days to recite these wonderful Sanskrit slokas, and we'd also like to thank the wonderful teachers for training them for so many months. Again, the teachers on stage as well. Let's put our hands together for the wonderful teachers who have spent so much of time in teaching these Sanskrit slokas to the students.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Yananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master who has opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge, which is blinded with the darkness of ignorance. The Bhagavad Gita is a sacred text originally written in Sanskrit that forms part of the ancient and largest epic, the Mahabharata. The Bhagavad Gita is a narrative that is told through a dialogue between Arjuna, a warrior, and Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has graciously taken the position as Arjuna's charioteer. Arjuna doubts whether he should go into battle, and Krishna explains that he must fulfill his dharma, or duty, as a warrior. It is a discourse of immense spiritual value for people who are engaged in the daily battles of life, symbolically or even truly reflected by the episode of Arjuna, who was stricken with sorrow and confusion, being taught and assisted by God himself in the middle of the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where good and evil forces stood in confrontation with each other. The name Bhagavad Gita means Song of God. The Supreme Lord Krishna appeared in this material world to root out evil and establish dharma, or righteous living. He participated in the drama of human life and left behind his discourse in the form of the Bhagavad Gita for the benefit of future generations. This scripture is truly an icon of Sanatana Dharma, eternal and ultimate truth of living. It is an ageless and valuable ancient discourse that has the potential to play a significant role in the alleviation of suffering in all branches of human life in a world that is increasingly becoming more unstable and complex. Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Vedic knowledge. His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, brought this pure knowledge accessible to the common man. He distributed this priceless book of wisdom in every town and village around the world. His Bhagavad Gita, as it is the world's most read English commentary on the Gita, with over 12 million copies in print and has been translated in over 50 languages. Today, with your blessing, Krishna Fun School humbly presents a few drops of nectar from the ocean of knowledge, the Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 8.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante ma buddha bhava samanvitaha.
I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 9.
Machita matara prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha nityam toshyanti charamanti cha.
The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 10.
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajata pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena maupayanti.
To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 11.
Tesham evanuham padam aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami abhavastu yanadipena vasvata.
To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 7.
Arjuna uvacha karpanya dosho padasvabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma samodachetaha yashreyasyan nishritam bruritan me shishyase aham swadina tvam prabandam.
Arjuna said, "Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me." Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 11.
Shri Bhagavan uvacha ashroshanam vasoshestvam prajñāvādāṃ śapāśase gadāsu nalagasu ca nānushoshanti panditaha.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead." Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 13.
Tejo asmin yada dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tata dehantara prapte nirastatra namohyati.
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 7.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glane bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya dalatmanam srijamyaham.
Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 9.
Janma karma cha vedebhyam evam yo veti tattvataha tektva eham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna.
One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, verse 29.
Okaram yadva tapasam sarvalokam maheshwaram sukadam sarvabhutanam nyatvam amshantim pritchati.
The sages, knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 19.
Bahunam janmanam ante dhanavama prapadyate vasudevah sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabhah.
After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 26.
Padram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti abharadam ashnami prayatatmanah.
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 65.
Manmana bhava bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me.
Always think of me and become my devotee. Worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66.
Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami ma suchaha.
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 78.
Yatra yogeshwaran Krishna yatra parto dhanadhanaha tatra shri vijayo bhute brahmani mate mama.
Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare
Isn't that an amazing performance? It's not easy being that young and memorizing such a hard language to pronounce. Let's give it up for the kids.